Hey Mason, just want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I'm here with my brother Rick. Here, move in. I don't know if you're in this shot. Here with my brother Rick, and we've been building forts since we were little. Tree forts. We dug pits and covered them up. We built igloos. We built hollows out from underneath trees. And we thought we would get you some of these crates so that you can use them to build things. I was online and I saw a temple and a home built out of these crates, and so we're going to show you a couple things that you can do with these crates. So Merry Christmas. Mason is cut out this little part right here. You can use a saw. In this case, I'm going to use a grinder. So once you have that, then you're going to build five. You're going to build a stack of five, screw them together or not. You can just work around with it. You find something that's steady, then you can screw it together when you're done. But then what you can do is turn this upside down so that now you have a little cage that you can put your tools in. Reach in, nice little storage within the wall unit. And then you already saw how we screw these edges together. And then you just go ahead and keep stacking it up. You can set two on top of each other. Are you focused on this down here and not me? Okay. Where did you stop? When did you start doing that?
Why don't you just go back and look through the video? I don't know what your expectations are. I mean, I'm trying.
We cut this out. You can easily use a little handsaw for that. But then once you have this cut out and this secured as an entity, and I did the same thing with this one over here, and so I can just take this and I have this upside down, and then I'm putting the crate upside down, and now I'm going to put screws here, and this gives me a cubby hole to put my tools. So if you wanted to do this as a part of your wall in there, that's just one option. That way, if you screw it together in half, you don't have to mess around with this piece. This is already together. You don't need any ladders. All right, so Mason, a couple things that Rick and I figured out is that if you're trying to do a column, you just basically have to attach each of the opposite corners. Make sure you know where you are, so we know it's right here. And rather than going in at an angle, you want to just go straight down with these socket bits. And there it is, okay? And you don't have to push it all the way in, you just have to be able to catch it. So, all right, there you go. Okay, so Mason, what you can do with these to secure them horizontally is just tack the opposite corners. So you've got your self-threading screw here. That screw has a little drill on the end of it. And here, you don't want to angle it in, you want to just go straight down, like into the one below it. Okay, so what you have there, oh, put it in the wrong one. Well, and that'll be a. All right, let's do it again. All right, you ready? Stop and start. All right, so Mason, if we are trying to secure them horizontally, all you really need to do is put one here in the corner and then spin it around. And Rick, if you want to make sure we're in view, you just spin it around in the if you will go. Let's turn it off.
Turn it off.
Yep. All right. So Mason, what we're gonna. All right. So what we're gonna do is we just have to tack these at the corner, Mason, to hold this tower together vertically. So if you want things to be held together, just tack these opposite corners with these. Okay. So these are.
Missed.
These are. Locked.
Oh, duh.
Let's do the next one.
I'll take it out.
All right, so what you're going to want to do is take your screwdriver and get it down in between the teeth and the little plastic panel. And once you get it in there, you can just back it out with your other hand. And now you can reuse these depending on what you're building. So one of the things that we did was we used this for a lintel over the door. Well, now we've got that one screwed on the bottom, but we basically use this as a lintel that supports the weight of the roof from going down into the wall. Okay? We cut this out. You can easily use a little handsaw for that. But then once you have this cut out and this secured as an entity, and I did the same thing with this one over here, and so I can just take this and I have this upside down, and then I'm putting the crate upside down, and now I'm going to put screws here, and this gives me a cubby hole to put my tools. So if you wanted to do this as a part of your wall in there, that's just one option. That way, if you screw it together in half, you don't have to mess around with this piece. This is already together. You don't need any ladders. All right. So one of the things that we learned, Mason, is that once you get these vertical columns, you want to be able to lock them together. And so these, again, are self-tapping screws that have a hex head, hex bolt on the top. Put this right here. The drill on there will go right through the plastic. Pulls it in tight, nice and snug. Now, you got to remember that these are here, and but that'll stabilize your columns this way. And that now you can have a whole solid wall like this, and you don't have to do every one. Once you have them up too, if you need to just go over them with a brush, that you can do that too. So Mason, what we're going to do here is that we're going to just cut through this fin. But I wanted to show you this this issue here. When you screw in, especially if you have it on the drill setting, it wants to jump away from you. So you got to keep your hands free from here and just watch it as you go. Just easy does it. See how it jumps on you like that? So just easy does it. And you line it up with that on the other side. There's where my other one, you keep your hands out of the way.
And really, you can even see it. Just kind of easy trigger it in, and then back it out. So same here. Okay. So we're going to shoot the middle. Make sure it's going in. Nice little taps. Okay, and then back it out. Next one, line it up. See, it'll jump on you, so be careful. All right, that's good.
Six in a row, 7 in a row, taking 7 in a row, and we're making something else out of these. All right, so what we did here, Mason, is you can see, Rick, put your finger where the hole is. So Rick just drilled a hole through the corner of, here, can we separate this a little bit? So there you can see he just drilled a hole through that fin. And then he's putting on the zip ties, but leave plenty of room for what we're gonna do next.
All right, so Mason, what we did here was we took the crates and we screwed them together, and you should be able to see halfway down into the bottom of the crate, we're putting one this way, one that way, and you tie them all together, and then those 4 bolts will hold this together. Sometimes you have to put some in up here, but it's a sturdy shelf. You could easily screw that to the ceiling or to the wall or to whatever. What we're going to do is, in one of the architectural manuals that I saw, that you can use this as a roof. So we're going to take your creative space and put it up on the roof, and we're going to just put a couple screws in it to keep it from falling over. Got it? Yep. All right. So, see if I'm in focus there. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, you got to level the phone out. There we go. All right, so Mason, one of the things that you're going to want to do, and I've tried to get most of them, but you're going to see like a white powder in the bottom of this. And for the most part, it's from the gravel driveway where we got these from. But I don't like to take any precautions. I mean, I like to take precautions, so I'm going to wipe them out, dust them off, and that just makes it a little more sanitary.